Okay, it's ranting time. Now, as a sneakerhead, I have loved and grown to respect Complex's sneaker of the year, their panel, their open discussions throughout the past almost 5 6 years. Like they've been pretty much on point. They've been on point with their list. I didn't always agree. It was like, agree to disagree. Like it was all subjective. But I have to say, hands down, this year was the worst list of all time. I mean, there were so many shoes that they missed out on and didn't put on the list. Now, I know no one's list can be 100% perfect, but this list is trash. I'm talking what? Hot garbage. I mean, let's see the New Balance. I mean, those are cool, but the Nike Glide, don't what? Come on, come on now. Let's be real. Travis Scott at a number 8. I mean, that should have been higher. Look, I love Fat Joe. He's one of the greatest sneakerheads of all time, but his shoe is very basic. There's no story behind the Terror Squad. Like I said, I love Fat Joe, but those Terror Squad ones, they were very mid. Like I wouldn't have put them for sneaker of the year at all. But I think they did that because they love and respect Joe, and I'm not trying to, shit on Fat Joe. He's a legend, especially a big sneakerhead. But to me, those shoes were very underrated, very trash. And then what's number 6? The Zoom. Okay, the Vomero is a dope shoe, but the Vomero that they chose, the Dornbecker Vomero should have been number 6. It should have been on that list. Like it's like they really didn't have very many hype shoes. I'm a hype beast, and I like the hype shoes. Like there were no dunks on this entire list, which is surprising me. They got John Balvin. Now those were some clean shoes. Like I'd have put them more at a 10, not a number 5. The Tiffany's, I wanted those shoes so bad. They deserve to be on the list. Now this number 3, this Nike Air 95 Corp, absolutely not. Like I've never seen anyone wear these in the streets. And then the reimagined threes, no. As number 2 and then number 1, to me those pine greens were so overrated. Now I'm not a skateboarder, so my understanding is that the fit is different. I do love the color, like that white and green. It does pop, but to be number 1, like they didn't have the Horitos, they didn't have the born and raised dunks, they didn't have the Powerpuff Girls. Like it's just the Dornbecker. You could have put a lot of Dornbeckers in here. A lot of fire shoes that came out this year. The Amanier 5s. I mean, they left such fire shoes off this list, and this is the most controversial list I think they've ever had. Like this list is trash. Like, I mean, come on. Like there needs to be a goddamn warrant out for these people's arrest right here for after creating this list. I respect Little Yachty. Joe always know what we're talking about. DJ Clark, come on, like that's the man right there. Don't know who this chick is. She fine, but I don't know who she is. Jim Jones, look, I like Jim Jones, but as a sneakerhead, I mean, only thing I've ever really seen him rock is like Air Force Ones and Jordans. So, Yachty, like he knows the trends. Joe knows the trends. Clark knows the trends. I don't know about the chick, but that's the only person that's questionable to be on this dais. Not hating on Jim Jones. I love Jim Jones, but I'm saying, like, to me, he doesn't give off that sneakerhead vibe, of knowing all the different brands. But these are the people who created this list. So, I mean, I totally disagree with this list. Like, this is, hands down, was the worst compiling of the list. That's my personal opinion. So, what do you guys think? Am I tripping?